Beneath the peaceful farmland of Germany lies a secret that has defied explanation: an ancient structure, so precise, so deliberate, and so silent that it challenges everything we thought we knew about early human civilization. Discovered by accident during a routine aerial survey, this massive circular earthwork is not only older than Stonehenge and the Pyramids of Giza, but it was built at a time when writing, cities, and organized religion had not yet emerged. There were no signs, no legends, no tools, only perfect geometry buried in the soil. What was its purpose? Who built it? And why did it vanish from memory for thousands of years? Number 1. The mysterious discovery. During a routine aerial survey in Germany, strange circular patterns were spotted beneath farmland. Ground-penetrating radar revealed perfectly symmetrical, concentric circles buried just below the surface. Initially believed to be remnants of war or farming, the site turned out to be something far older. With no artifacts or clear signs of human activity, it became clear this structure wasn't modern. Its size and symmetry confused experts, pointing to advanced planning and unknown origins. Archaeologists quickly realized they had found something unprecedented: an ancient monument etched into the earth. Number 2. A Neolithic street rupture, like no other. The site was identified as a Kristrainlager, a Neolithic circular enclosure, but unlike typical ones, this structure was massive and mathematically precise. It consisted of multiple rings with post holes that once held towering wooden beams. The design hinted at knowledge of geometry and engineering far ahead of its time. Surprisingly, no tools, pottery, or writing were found, just pure, silent design in soil. This raised unsettling questions about who built it and why. Number 3. Geometry with purpose. As excavation continued, the true complexity of the structure emerged. The rings were aligned perfectly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. The symmetry and measurements were too precise to be accidental. The inner and outer rings followed exact ratios, suggesting deep knowledge of mathematics. This level of engineering demanded long-term planning, possibly across generations. The builders carved the earth deliberately, with skill and vision, making the structure far more than just a random ritual site. Number 4. Older than time. Carbon dating shocked archaeologists. The structure was built around 4,800 BCE. This predates the pyramids, Stonehenge, and even written language. At that time, Europe was inhabited by small, migrating farming communities. Civilization, as we know it, had barely begun. Yet here was a monument requiring social cooperation, planning, and architectural mastery. It challenged everything historians believed about early human development, and hinted that ancient people expressed ideas not with writing, but by shaping the land itself. Number 5. The solar calendar connection. During solstice events, something astonishing happened. At dawn during the winter solstice and at sunset during the summer solstice, sunlight perfectly aligned with the eastern and western gates. This proved the site wasn't just symbolic, it tracked the movement of the sun with extraordinary precision. Without writing or modern tools, the builders had created an accurate solar calendar. This discovery added a spiritual or scientific dimension to the site, revealing an ancient connection between the structure and the cosmos. Number 6. Acoustic architecture. When researchers tested the structure's acoustics, they found it shaped sound in intentional ways. Certain spots amplified voices. Clapping, drumming, and chanting resonated strangely within the enclosure. These sound effects weren't accidental, they were designed. The builders likely used the structure for ceremonies or gatherings, possibly to induce altered states or simulate divine voices. This meant they weren't just engineers, they were also manipulating sound for ritual or psychological impact. Number 7. The builder's identity. No names, myths, or language were left behind by the builders, only earth, wood impressions, and a few tools. They may have been part of the linear pottery culture, one of Europe's earliest farming communities. But the structure suggests a level of sophistication beyond what's known about them. The absence of burial mounds or royal figures implies this was a collective effort, not one led by a ruler. Perhaps they built it out of shared beliefs, spiritual, astronomical, or otherwise, that we can no longer fully understand. Number 8. Worship of time itself. Animal and human bones were found in carefully arranged patterns, often burned or crushed. These weren't casual burials, they were ritualistic, possibly tied to seasonal ceremonies. Stone tools placed near the remains suggest intentional offerings, yet no idols or religious symbols were found. It seemed the builders didn't worship gods, but cycle solar movements, change, and return. The entire structure might have embodied a devotion to time itself, marking beginnings and ends with ritual and silence. Number 9. The sudden abandonment. Then, without explanation, everything came to a halt. The rituals, construction, and use of the site abruptly stopped, and over time, it was reclaimed by nature. There were no signs of violence, disease, or disaster, only silence. Some experts suggest climate change or shifting cultural beliefs led to its abandonment, while others believe it was deliberately buried, perhaps out of fear or reverence. Similar to other ancient societies that sealed off sacred spaces, the builders may have chosen to erase it from use. The absence of any transitional evidence makes the mystery more profound. For thousands of years, the structure remained forgotten beneath the soil until modern eyes uncovered its secrets once again. Number 10. Similar sites across Europe. Archaeologists have uncovered similar circular earthworks in Britain, Hungary, and Turkey, though most of them are centuries younger than the German site. Despite the time and distance separating these cultures, the structural similarities are striking. Solstice alignments, concentric ditches, post arrangements, and even acoustic features appear repeatedly. This raises profound questions. Were these societies connected through shared ancestry, or did they independently develop similar ideas while observing the same sky? If you found this video as fascinating as we did creating it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay part of this growing community. Your support helps us bring you even more mind-blowing content. Stick with us, because the next video might just blow your mind even more.